Okay, so I'm really going to talk about a problem that I've had recently at work. And for me, it's an ethical problem because I always have thought of myself as being very fair, very respectful of other people. And when you run into a situation, especially in a work environment that is supposed to be fair, I've always viewed it as something that, we were all equal at work. It's a problem, and it's something I grapple with, and with this problem in particular, it definitely affects me every day. So I work in a high technology company, very male dominated. Although women are making more of an inroad into management and also, just into, the overall ranks. In my particular organization, we do have quite a few women, but the director of our group is a male, and he's very, very condescending. And I have to say that I've never really had anyone be that condescending, openly in an environment, anywhere that I've been, either at university or in the workplace. I've had some, I guess, sexual confrontations in the workplace before, but they were never as, just openly condescending, just in general. So what ended up happening was he had made a comment to our vice president about some information that I had passed along for a briefing that we were having with a customer. And when our vice president asked, "Where did you get this information?" he said, "It came from the bowels of the organization." In my opinion, he didn't respect me as an individual. He didn't respect my information. He didn't respect the work I was doing. Basically wanted to just make it seem like, his underlings were, gathering this information. It wasn't really even fit for him to say, who presented this information to the vice president. So from an ethical perspective, I think, I'm in a tough situation because I don't know whether to directly confront him. I don't know whether that will even improve the situation, or go through an HR path, to confront that type of treatment of people in the workplace. I don't think it's necessarily about my sex. I think he probably would have said the same thing regardless of me being a woman, or a man, honestly. But I think that kind of treatment, it just really shouldn't be allowed. I did confront him, but in a different way. I just said that I thought that, that what I do matters, and that if he wanted my work, to matter to our team and our organization, that if he didn't view what I was working on as important enough, and that I was working in the bowels of the organization, then he needed to assign me to something that he did view as important enough for me, and important for our group, to have visibility within our vice president's, eyes, right? And, I think that worked, but it really doesn't get to the point of confronting him on how he, made me feel, and, really probably makes everybody else feel too. So that's, basically what I've done about it. I still don't feel like that I've actually, I have an outcome of my ethical dilemma, because I'm still living it, right? Because I haven't completely dealt with it. And I think I'm going to have to. I think I'm going to have to do something a little bit more, I guess, mainstream in terms of talking to HR about this. I'm afraid of the repercussions, of course, it'll have on my group and also on me as an individual. But I guess, that's something that I'm just going to have to deal with. So I guess that's it.